Hello, dear kids. Welcome to today's online session. Today, you will learn a new chapter from GS, that is the 11th chapter, Force and Pressure. After learning this chapter, you will get familiar with the term force and the types of force and also the effects of force on an object. And also a small portion, that is the pressure and its applications. In your daily life, you are experiencing this force and pressure each and every time. You are applying muscular force for doing your daily activities. That means while you're having food, while you're walking, running, jumping, even if your heartbeat also a form of muscular force. So dear children, this will be one of the easiest chapter for you because you already know what the topics are. Anything that causes motion is called a force. Anything that causes motion is called a force. I'll show you some clips now, then you will get more idea about force. Okay, watch it. Here in this clip, you can see that a boy is pushing on the rope so as to get water from the well, right? He is pushing the rope. And here you can see a man is kicking the football. And you can see the football is going very fast. He is kicking and the ball is moving so fast. In cricket, the bowler is throwing the ball to the one who is batting, right? And he is hitting the ball with his bat. Then the fielder is catching it. The fielder is catching the ball. Actually, the fielder is doing a kind of pulling. He is pulling the ball backward. So in cricket, bowler is throwing, batsman is hitting, and the fielder is catching. These all are kind of forces. In all these situations, the ball is either made to move faster or slower, or its direction of motion is changed, right? Now we can look into another example. Here, the man is lifting the weight. Lifting the weight in other sense is pulling the weight towards him. Here you can see two girls are playing with a ball. What actually they are doing? They are throwing the ball. But actually the throwing is pushing. Opening a door, riding a cycle, lifting an object is all our forces. Right? And now you can see a football at rest. A man is going to kick the football to another one. So he is going to kick it in the direction towards the friend. So he kicked and the other man stopped the ball. For moving a table from A to B, we can either push the table or pull the table. Here he is pushing the table from A to B. Means he is applying force to the table. And for lifting something from the table, what we need to do? We need to apply force to the thing. So from all these examples, you get familiar with the term force, right? What is it? Force is either push or pull on an object, right? Force is either push or pull on an object. Can you able to push a heavy table? Can you able to push it? No, right? Because it is too heavy. But the table will move if you push the table with your friends, right? How it happens? Because you and your friends applying force to the same table. And also all these forces acting in the same direction. So we can conclude that all the forces applied on an object in the same direction results in a large amount of force. So the net force will be equal to the forces of you and your friends. So the forces of you and your friends will add up. Suppose you and one of your friend is applying force on the table in opposite direction. Will the table move? If a friend is much stronger than you and he is applying much more force than you were applying, then the table will move in the direction of his force. We already said that forces applied in the same direction on an object always add up. On the other hand, if the forces are applying in the opposite direction, then the net force will be the difference of the forces. You might be played the game of tug of war, right? Tug of war, Vadamvali. You might be played it. Here you can see team A and team B is competing. If team A is applying more force than team B, what will happen? Team A will win. On the other hand, if team B is applying more force than team A, who will win? Team A or B? Who has more force? Team B, right? So team B will win. Suppose team A and team B is applying same force. Then who will win? Neither A nor B. Because if two forces of same magnitude, two forces of same magnitude acting in the opposite direction, the net force will be 0. For moving an object, there must be a force. If the net force is 0, then the rope will not move in either direction. Here, three forces F1, F2 and F3 is acting on that rock in the same direction. In the same direction, the three forces acting. Then what will be the net force? Net force will be the sum of the individual forces. That means the net force is F1 plus F2 plus F3. Understood? And if the two forces F1 and F2 is acting in opposite direction to the rock, what will be the net force? The net force will be the difference of the two forces F1 minus F2. If F2 is more, then the net force will be F2 minus F1. Anyways, the difference will be the net force. And now we can learn the effects of force. Force can change the state of motion of an object. Here the football was rest at first and then a force is being applied to the football. What happens? Force moves the football forward. Here the football is moving slowly and if we apply more force, its speed gets increased, which means force can increase the speed of the objects. Force can increase the speed. Likewise, force can decrease the speed also, right? And if we apply a force in opposite direction, football's direction also changes. So, changes state of motion of an object means both speed and direction of the moving object will changes. First one, force can change the state of motion of an object. Again, the force can change the state of motion of an object. Means by applying force, we can increase or decrease the speed and also we can change the direction of the object. Now we can see the second effect. Force can change the shape and size of the object. Force can change the shape and also the size of the object. If we apply force to a can, its shape and also the size will change. Now we can learn the third effect of force. Force can move an object from a rest. Likewise, force can change the moving object to rest. So the third one is force can change an object from a rest to motion and vice versa. So what are the effects of force? Force can change the shape, force can change the size, force can increase or decrease the speed, force will move an object from rest, and also force can stop a moving object. So today we learned about force. Force is push or pull on an object. And then we learned about the resultant force. If the forces are acting in the same direction, then the net force will be add up. If the forces are acting in opposite direction, the net force will be the difference of the forces. The next thing we learned is the effects of force. What are the effects of forces? Force can change the shape and size of an object. Force can increase and decrease the speed of an object. Force can move an object from rest. Force can stop a moving object. And also, force can change the direction of an object. So, thank you, children. Please take care and be kind to one another. Bye bye.